Hey everybody, it's Friday. It's just gone 9 a.m. and I'm quite tired because at just after 3 a.m. Harry Houdini here was crying. Well, she wasn't crying, I just heard her meow once or twice. So I came down because these doors were open to check on her, and I was going to close the doors. She's gone. We had no idea where she was. Now she had to have either been in this room, the kitchen, dining room, the sitting room, the hall, the bathroom, or my brother's room. That he doesn't live with us, but it's his room. We searched high. I went into Dad. I was like, Dad, she's gone. I don't know where she is. So we searched high up and low down, and turned out that she had hidden up inside in one of the chairs, the armchairs in the sitting room. She ran out here and I closed the door, and she ran in behind the couch. She never tried to scratch or hissed or anything like that. Eventually she kind of ran around and went in underneath the radiator. There's like, you know, like a little gap, and she had her stuff. And so Dad got held and wrapped around her really close but real gentle, and then placed her back inside. And we put bungee cords, because what she did was she obviously noticed there was a bit of a gap around the pet carrier, and then like bounced off and wedged her way out. She even took the door off the pet carrier and everything. So we just cleaned it out a bit while she was out and then put her back in. The good news is that she's been eating her food, and she's been drinking her milk, and she's been using her kitty litter tray, which my dad learned when he came in, and there was kitty litter all over the floor. But she's in here now, and she's really just, I don't even know if you can see her. If you can even just see her eye. There's her eye, if you can even just see that. And she's just following me around with her eyes, and she meowed when I left the room earlier, so I think she's getting used to me anyway. But right now, like I said, it's just gone 9 o'clock. It's actually 8 minutes past 9, so I better go. I'm gonna go put on a t-shirt and then put on a jumper because I'm freezing, and go to college. Hey everybody, it's 11:45, so class finished probably about just before 11. So I just spent the last 45 or so minutes down with the cat. I was down on the ground with her. I was talking to her. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to Mr. Price, because what I'm thinking of doing is getting a second kitty litter tray. They also have tray liners, and that way we can swap them out when they need to be cleaned, because that one down there does need to be cleaned. I scooped out a bit, but it really does need to be cleaned. And then they also have liners, so they just make the cleaning up process easier. And also a blanket, because the bed that I got her will be fine when like she gets more used to us, but it won't, you can't put that in where she is. But maybe a little blanket. They have one I saw for about $5, so hopefully they have it in Carrick. Hey everybody, I'm back from downtown. So I got some things in Mr. Price for Eiley. I bought her a cat, it's like a wand thing with a little toy on the end. I bought some catnip. I bought a scratcher that Orla recommended. It's made of cardboard, and there's catnip in with that as well. It's only a small one just to see, and then if she likes it I'll get the big one. It was only like $2.99. And then I got her a blanket, and I got a food scoop that I said we can use to take the kitty litter out of the bag, and then another food scoop to actually get the food out of the bag. And then I got some soap unscented to wash the bowl and her kitty litter tray. And then they didn't have the kitty litter tray liners, which is what I wanted to get as well. And I was going to get her some treats, but they didn't have any ones for kittens. I didn't want to go get ones that might be for cats. Wow, that is a wind that just came through. We have an update. I'm being very careful, but she's meowing. Hey! She stops when I come in. And I cleaned it out. I didn't get to clean in where she is yet, but I cleaned out the kitty litter. Oh, I think she's used it again. And I gave her fresh food and milk. There she is. Okay, I'll turn off autofocus. There she is. If you can just about see her. Somebody's getting braver anyway. She probably came out a minute ago. But then every time I woke up, she kind of sneaks back in again. Hey. Oh, Mommy scared her. It's 5 o'clock and I'm finished college. I just did my last classes in the sunroom with Eiley because I didn't want to leave her alone because she's been crying when I walk away. But the room is very hot, so I'm getting a little worried that it might have been too hot for her. But we opened the windows. As I said, it's almost 5 o'clock, so that means it's almost time for dinner. For those people keeping score, yes, I did no exercise today. Yes, I did no exercise yesterday. I had planned on going on the bike at like 2ish, but then I didn't have anything to eat until like 1:45-2ish. And then I was like, it'll be 2:45. I've class at 3, so that's not really going to work out. Instead, I just spent the day with Eiley. She's definitely still scared. She's still in the back of the crate. I say crate, it's a pet carrier, not a crate. But I cleaned, so the first thing I did this morning was I gave her fresh milk. And then at like 10ish, in around 10ish, I cleaned her litter tray. And then at lunchtime, I gave her fresh food. And then just now I cleaned her litter tray again because I know she went. And I also gave her fresh water. So that's good. I gave her little pieces of ham, which she enjoyed. And kind of made her warm up to me a bit. But then she's still sitting inside in the pet carrier, so who knows. Hey everybody, it is 11:30 on the nose. My hair is a little all over the place because at about 8:30 I fell asleep. And I woke up at about 9:30, and then I was kind of in and out of it for the next hour. I just, out like a light, I was gone. I just went down then at 10:30 to check on Eiley, and Dad was watching New Tricks, so I finished watching it with him. But she's starting to come around, definitely starting to come around. Like, I was going shh, and she was looking over at me, and she was popping her head out. And when she goes out to get something to eat or use the box, or get some water, and she's done all of those things since, well, Dad was in the room. Dad's been saying hello to her and telling her she's good, and so it's definitely working. She's definitely not as strange with us as she was, which is good. Now, I'm still worried about when we actually leave her out, that she'll just make a break for it, because that's what she was doing yesterday. So tomorrow I think we're going to try and bring her out with a towel, and then go from there. That is it for me today. Thank you very much for watching my vlog. Subscribe so you can see more of my face. You know, if you like the video, you can always like it, share it. If you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, the details are in the doobly-doo down below. They're also at the end of the video. That is it for me today. TTFN.